Murder Mountain is about a remote area of California where hundreds of people disappear without a trace every year. Many people say it's too far-fetched to be true.
Humboldt County, California, is a place of rugged beauty. With its lush redwood forests, dramatic coastline, and a sense of seclusion that attracts those seeking solace and adventure. Yet beneath this breathtaking landscape lies a haunting mystery, the unsettling phenomenon of missing people. In the land of towering trees and hidden enclaves, individuals have vanished without a trace, leaving behind unanswered questions that continue to echo through the dense forests and tranquil communities. This is a story of disappearances that have perplexed families, law enforcement, and the tight-knit communities of Humboldt County, where the line between reality and mystery often blurs, and where the redwoods themselves seem to guard secrets that may never be fully revealed.
Dozens of calls from people all over the country wondering where their son or daughter or loved one is. The last they heard, they were going to work on a farm in Humboldt County.
Our 59-year-old brother, Hans Lippener, disappeared without warning from his home in McKinleyville 1 year ago today, October 16, 2018. Hans is Caucasian, 5'8", thin, around 140 pounds, blue eyes with glasses, missing a couple of front teeth, very short, graying brown hair, 2 to 3 inch beard growth, a cigarette smoker who limps with his right hip pain. He commonly wears a 2 to 3 inch glass dragonfly on a soft cord necklace. Hans has a huge circle of friends and family that deeply care about him and his whereabouts, and we have been very affected by his disappearance and lack of information as to his whereabouts. He is a gifted mechanic, craftsman, climber, backpacker, and all-around good guy, a man with a huge heart who has always stepped forward to help others. Hans Martin Lippener was a man of adventure, always chasing the thrill of heights and the serenity of the wilderness. The Dow's Prairie area of McKinleyville, California, had been his home base, a place where his spirit could breathe freely. He shared this space with his best friend and the friend's wife, weaving a tapestry of camaraderie and shared dreams. In McKinleyville, Hans nurtured his passion, the apartment and the shop serving as sanctuaries for his climbing gear and backpacking equipment. Yet, it was the road that called him back and forth between McKinleyville and Santa Cruz, a journey that fed his soul. And in October of 2018, it was on this road that he vanished, leaving behind tools of his trade and emblems of his adventure. Hans's absence was a stark against the backdrop of his well-lived life. His trusty companion, a white 1998 Ford Ecoline E100 4x4 cargo van, went with him into the unknown. This van, with its characteristic pop-up top, became a symbol of his departure, carrying echoes of his laughter and dreams. On October 17th, the day after his last sighting, Hans's cell phone sent out 2 feeble pings, one in McKinleyville and another in Blue Lake, California, a testament to his relentless spirit seeking solace in the vastness of nature. Then, silence. The phone fell silent, leaving behind a void that echoed louder than any cry. It wasn't until November 1st that the truth sunk in for his family. A sharp pang of realization that Hans has slipped through the cracks of existence. Panic gave way to worry, worry to fear, and fear to a gnawing uncertainty that settled in their hearts like a relentless storm. The van, his faithful companion, emerged from the wilderness 2 months later, a lone centennial in a desolate landscape. Locked and abandoned, it stood sentient near the end of Old French Creek Road, a silent witness to its owner's enigmatic journey. Search parties combed the rugged terrain, their cries swallowed by the towering trees, but Hans remained elusive. Hans was a man who danced with the elements, finding solace in the embrace of ancient rocks and the whispering leaves of towering trees. His life was a testament to the beauty of impermanence, a melody of ascents and descents, In the weeks leading to his disappearance, shadows clouded his once bright eyes. The weight of the world seemed to press upon him, a burden he could no longer bear. He confided in those around him, sharing his desire to become one with the earth when the time came. Yet his family held on to a fragile hope, a belief that perhaps, just perhaps, he hadn't chosen this path willingly. Foul play lurked in the corners of their minds, an ominous specter that refused to fade. And so, Hans Martin Lapuner's story remains suspended in the fabric of time, a tapestry woven with threads of mystery and loss. His memory lives on in the rustling leaves, the towering peaks, and the rushing rivers, forever intertwined with the wilderness he loved. However, his family doesn't necessarily believe he took his own life, and they fear foul play could have been involved in his case. His disappearance remains unsolved. In the heart of Humboldt County, known for its lush redwood forests, and a reputation as the marijuana capital of the United States, a tale of mystery and the intrigue unfolded. On July 8, 2014, Jeffrey Joseph, a 32-year-old adventurer with a thirst for the unconventional, was reported missing to the Humboldt County Sheriff's Department. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance were as enigmatic as the towering trees that cloaked the region. Jeffrey's journey had begun weeks earlier. On a sunny June morning, he had set out from his home in Louisiana, enticed by the allure of Humboldt County's famous marijuana farms. A road trip was nothing out of the ordinary for Jeffrey. He had a history of seeking thrills in the unknown, and this trip was no exception. His last known contact with family and friends came on the late morning of June 21, 2014. He spoke of the breathtaking landscapes he was traversing in the anticipation that swelled within him as he neared his destination. It was an exhilarating adventure, or so it seemed at the time. Jeffrey's last known location placed him somewhere west of Redding, possibly within the vicinity of Willow Creek. Willow Creek is a quaint town, nestled in the midst of redwood majesty, was the gateway to a realm where secrets lurked in the shadows of the towering giants. The vehicle he was driving, a trusty green 1998 Toyota RAV4, adorned with a Louisiana license plate, was his sole companion on this quest. It bore witness to the winding roads, dense forest, and ever-thickening air of intrigue that accompanied him as he ventured deeper into Humboldt County. As days turned into weeks, without any word from Jeffrey, his family's concern deepened. Their worry began to overshadow the initial excitement of his adventure. The Humboldt County Sheriff's Office launched a search operation, but the vastness of the redwood forest made their task formidable. The locals, known for their close-knit community and willingness to help those in need, rallied together. Rumors swirled about what might have befallen Jeffrey. Encounters with shady characters, disputes over the coveted marijuana, or perhaps an enchantment cast by the mystical redwoods themselves. Days turned into months, and as autumn leaves began to fall, a sense of desperation settled over those determined to find Jeffrey. The forest, known for its beauty, had also shown its dark and secretive side. Then, one brisk morning, as the sun filtered through the towering canopy, a local resident stumbled upon a clue. Deep within the redwoods, they discovered Jeffrey's green RAV4 concealed beneath a carpet of fallen leaves and a tapestry of moss. The discovery sent a jolt of both hope and dread through the search party. As they cautiously approached the vehicle, they found no sign of Jeffrey inside. However, they uncovered a journal tucked away in the glove compartment. Its pages were filled with Jeffrey's thoughts, his encounters with the mystical forest, and his reflections on the pursuit of something greater than marijuana. It was as if the redwoods had cast a spell on him, drawing him deeper into their enigmatic embrace, and he had willingly surrendered to their mystique. With heavy hearts, the search party realized that Jeffrey Joseph had become one with the redwoods, his spirit forever intertwined with the ancient trees. While they couldn't bring him back, they knew that he had found something profound in the heart of the forest, perhaps a connection to nature, an adventure beyond measure, or even a truth about himself that he had long sought. The legend of Jeffrey Joseph's disappearance lived on, a reminder of the mysteries that lay hidden within the depths of nature's most majestic wonders. And as the wind rustled through the leaves and the shadows danced among the trees, the ancient forest whispered its secrets to those who were willing to listen, preserving the memory of the adventurous spirit who had ventured into its depths and never returned. Mark Burley's life in Humboldt County was a tale of contrasts. Born into the picturesque landscape in 1992, his family had made Miranda their home since Mark was just 8 years old. Mark's mother, Jennifer, fondly reminisced about his childhood, filled with passions for chess, basketball, and swimming. Humboldt County was the backdrop for Mark's formative years, a place of natural beauty and serenity. However, as Mark entered his teenage years, the tranquility of Humboldt County began to unravel. At the age of 17, he was introduced to the dark underbelly of the region when an adult neighbor introduced him to explicit drugs. This encounter injected instability into Mark's life during an already tumultuous adolescence. Mark's trajectory changed as the influence of drugs led him to attend an alternative school in southern Humboldt. Here, he explored woodshop, poetry, and mathematics, attempting to find his footing amidst the chaos of his teenage years. Despite the turbulence, those who knew him described him as kind and loving, a testament to his enduring spirit. Nonetheless, his battle with addiction resulted in numerous encounters with the law. Beginning at the age of 18, Mark found himself in and out of jail for relatively minor offenses, such as public intoxication and neglecting court obligations. His life seemed like a series of ups and downs, perpetually intertwined with the criminal justice system. Amidst the tumultuous journey, Mark found employment in the marijuana industry that thrived in the Emerald Triangle. Periods of jail time were interspersed with the earnest efforts to complete his GED, as he harbored a desire to sober up and play a meaningful role in his child's life, born in February 2014. Jennifer's last encounter with Mark took place in September 2017, when she picked him up from the Mendocino County Jail. Their journey northward included a stop at a gas station where Mark was given a distinctive Red Bull cooler. In the small town of Alder Point, she dropped him off. In Alder Point, Mark was known to have associated with Zach Harrison, a convicted murderer. Jennifer learned of Mark's connection to Zach during a conversation at the Humboldt County Corrections Facility. Zach claimed to have given Mark a ride to Fields Landing during the same period. However, Mark's childhood friend questioned the accuracy of Zach's statement, suggesting that Mark might have been involved with a known Eureka drug dealer and was seen in Arcata Plaza on Halloween night in 2017. The Humboldt County Sheriff's Office had limited information about Mark's last known whereabouts. According to the Lieutenant, Sam Williams, Mark was in custody at the Humboldt County Correctional Facility from mid-September 2017 until mid-October 2017, when he was released. After months of silence from Mark, Jennifer reached out to the Sheriff's Office in February 2018, reporting him as a missing person. The investigation into Mark's disappearance faced challenges due to his history of substance abuse. Lieutenant Williams acknowledged that Mark's struggles with drugs may have initially led to a delay in reporting him as missing. The investigation passed through several detectives, and there were leads suggesting Mark might have met a tragic end, but no concrete evidence was found. To this day, Mark Burley's fate remains unknown, leaving his mother, Jennifer, longing for closure. She clings to the memories of her son, who always ended their phone calls with, "I love you," and gratitude for giving birth to him. Mark, known as Burley to his friends, was a tall, slender man with distinctive features, and his connections spanned from southern Humboldt to San Francisco and Crescent City. The Humboldt County Sheriff's Office continues to urge anyone with information about Mark's whereabouts to come forward. Mark's disappearance is a lingering mystery that haunts the tranquil beauty of Humboldt County, a place that was both his home and the setting for the enigma surrounding his vanishing tracks. August 9th, 2003 marked the beginning of an enduring mystery in Mendocino County, California. On that fateful night, Chris Guyacue, a man with ties to the region's marijuana growing trade, vanished without a trace. Despite years of investigation and numerous suspects, the truth behind his disappearance remains elusive. Chris had arranged to meet his business partner, Ben Lomax, in the remote Spy Rock area, near the Iron Peak Lookout Point north of Laytonville. The purpose of their rendezvous was a money drop-off related to their marijuana growing venture. Chris, who was on probation for marijuana cultivation, opted to leave his 1994 blue Toyota extra cab pickup truck at this location to avoid drawing attention. He was cautious and didn't want his truck to be seen on the property they jointly owned at 8500 Simmerly Road. Ben Lomax, aware of Chris's legal concerns, reportedly gave him a ride to and from the property. The last confirmed sighting of Chris was around 9 p.m. in the Spy Rock area, and it's presumed that he fell victim to a robbery-homicide. The transaction was not kept a secret. Ben Lomax had shared information about it with several people in the area. This openness proved to be a double-edged sword, in an apparent effort to misdirect the initial investigation away from Mendocino County. Chris's vehicle was discovered the following day in Humboldt County, some 50 miles north of Spy Rock Road. The vehicle was left near Elk Creek Road, just south of Myers Flat on the Avenue of Giants, north of the Salmon Creek area where Chris called home. It was a carefully orchestrated move. Another vehicle, driven by an accomplice, had followed Chris's Toyota extra cab pickup truck. After Chris's vehicle was abandoned, the driver was picked up by the person following the Toyota, obscuring their connection to the crime. The investigation into Chris Guyacue's disappearance has been fraught with challenges. Despite multiple suspects and persons of interest, authorities have been unable to definitively pin the crime on anyone. The mystery of what transpired on that August night in 2003 continues to haunt Mendocino County, a stark reminder of the shadows that can cloak even the most remote corners of the redwood-covered landscape. Chris's fate remains unknown, his disappearance leaving behind a trail of questions and uncertainty. It's a story that endures, a reminder that some secrets may never be unraveled, and some mysteries may never see the light of day. As the sun sets over the majestic redwoods of Humboldt County, the shadows of the missing linger, a testament to the mysteries that endure in this enigmatic land. These stories remind us that even in the most picturesque of places, the truth can remain elusive. The families left in the wake of these disappearances continue to search for closure, and the communities stand united in their hope for answers. In Humboldt County, the echoes of the missing resonate, a haunting reminder that sometimes the secrets of the forest are never fully unveiled.